Oh boy, things are looking historically catastrophic for not just Joe Biden, but for Democrats across the country. There is new polling coming out of Gallup. Democrats are losing support from young Americans, Black Americans, and Hispanic Americans. And not just a little bit of support. We are talking about record-breaking historic drops in support. Looking back 2 to 4 years ago, to see such a rapid shift and momentum change is unheard of. Whoop, whoop, all aboard the MAGA train, baby. Before you roll your eyes and say, oh, come on, another poll, polls are always wrong. I agree 100% that polls are easy to manipulate. If you ask questions certain ways, you'll elicit certain answers. But what's interesting is that the same question on this Gallup poll asking Blacks and Hispanics, do you lean Republican or do you lean Democrat, has asked the same question for the past 20 plus years, maybe even longer. So this is not a question about manipulating the question. It's about having a standard set. The polling has been skewing this way, and it means that there's great opportunity for those of us that love America. The thing that is most catastrophic is the fact that 19% of Black Americans lean Republican. I want you to understand that this number has not been this high since the 1970s. If you look back through history, the last time that a Republican was able to get 19% of the Black vote was like Nixon. Yeah. And Nixon, Black people loved him. I know that it's crazy because he's often attributed as the man that was in charge of the Southern strategy. Now I've made 3 videos talking about how the Southern strategy is a lie and a hoax. Go and check out those videos, but I digress. The point is that the last time the Black Americans voted in such large numbers for Republicans was a very, very long time ago, before I was born. That's why I say it's catastrophically bad, historically catastrophic for Biden and Democrats across the country if this trend holds. Now, there's even one last insult to injury. Young voters. Young voters have the highest percentage of lean Republican since 2005. Now, I know that's going to be like, what are you talking about? Believe it or not, George W. Bush in 2004 actually almost won the youth vote. Which I know is crazy because most people would not believe you if you told them that the youth vote almost went to George W. Bush. Now, I'm going to say all of this with a huge grain of salt. I don't want to have optimism bias and say, well, looks like my work is done here. Might as well pack it in and wait until the general election in 2024. Not at all. Democrats will do everything in their power to keep the power that they have. I truly, honestly believe that. But this is good news if you're wondering whether or not our fellow Americans are waking up and realizing just how terrible things are in this country. I mean, I would challenge any person to just watch the 5 most recent public speeches given by President Biden. And tell me if you walk away after watching 5 in a row that you feel strong about the leadership of this nation and the direction of this nation. Now, as much as I love the Trump train, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that we don't have to work. This is actually just the beginning. This is where the hard work has to begin right now. There is such an opportunity. And we that believe that America is the greatest country in the world, those of us that believe that we want to make America great again, this is our opportunity to go out to these different groups that are saying, we're done with the Democrats right now, and earning their vote, earning their support. This is what this opportunity means.